Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. Manitoba Start is the leading provider of career services to newcomers in the province of Manitoba and connects businesses to a world-class workforce. I would like to welcome you all to this Labor Market Connection webinar, a series of live broadcasted events designed to assist you in entering the Manitoba labor market. To begin with, Manitoba Start operates from Treaty 1 territory, the traditional land of the Anishinaabe, Cree, Ojibwe, Dakota, Dene people, and homeland of Métis people. We acknowledge that our water is sourced from Shoal Lake 41st Nation. Acknowledging this truth is important, yet only a small part in cultivating strong relationships with Indigenous communities. Today's webinar is focusing on the North Forge entrepreneurship. My name is Eda Can. I am Labor Market Connections Coordinator here at Manitoba Start, and I will be your host for today's webinar. Given the large number of participants who joined this webinar, we have muted your microphone to allow for better clarity and less interference. Before we begin, I will be going over a couple of housekeeping items. You can use the raised hand feature to indicate that you have a question or comment. To do this, you can click on the participants button in the meeting controls, find the raised hand icon next to your name, and click on it. This will notify us that we have a raised hand. Teams webinars provide a Q&A feature that allows attendees to ask questions specifically in the Q&A panel. To access this, click on the More Options, 3 dots button in the meeting controls and select Q&A. You can then type your question in the Q&A panel. Today's webinar is with the North Forge. North Forge is a not-for-profit that helps Manitoba's tech, science, and manufacturing startups. They offer a tech incubator, accelerator, and advanced lab to support startups from idea to funding, providing programs and resources to help them grow. So please welcome Whitney Moyer from North Forge. Over to you, Whitney.
Hi, everyone. I will also love to bring my colleague to the stage as well. So I'll share my screen here so you can see our presentation. Hold on with me 2 seconds. Hopefully you're able to see this. Can you give me the thumbs up or a raised hand? Oh, I see Nermeen's giving me the thumbs up. There we are. Hello, everyone. My name is Whitney Moyer. I am the Director of Operations for North Forge, and I've brought along my colleague, Nermeen Saad. Nermeen, I'll let you introduce yourself.
Thank you, Whitney, very much. So welcome, everyone. My name is Nermeen Saad, and I'm the Director of Programming and the Global Initiatives at North Forge. And I'm super happy to be with you here, welcoming you to Manitoba, to Canada, Manitoba, and Winnipeg. And I am happy to be with Whitney in this webinar. Yeah.
Sure. Before we go forward, I will say a little bit about myself, and actually I would like Nermeen to say a little bit about herself as well, as we've had some exciting news in the last couple of weeks with Nermeen as well. So I have been with North Forge for roughly 5 years, helping a number of startups through a number of roles as well. So I am very excited to provide you some information. But Nermeen, maybe give a little bit about your journey through North Forge and what's been going on with yourself.
Yeah, I am super excited to be a part of North Forge. By the way, my journey started in Manitoba through the Manitoba Start. So I was one of their graduate. Once I landed 5 years ago, it was my first time in Winnipeg. They were the first organization that I went through, and they were very helpful for us to lead us where to go and what to do. And then I'm a mechanical engineer, so I started my studies at University of Manitoba to license my engineering certificate. And I was very lucky to work in my co-op, in my training with one of Northforge founders. And through him, I knew about Northforge, and then I had that post that says that they need like a person who will run one program related to woman empowerment and the newcomers. And I said, okay, this fits me. I'm a woman. I'm a tech. I am a newcomer. By the way, everyone, I got my citizenship like a few weeks ago, so I'm wishing for everyone, for you to be in my situation at some point. Yeah, and I'm more than happy to be with Whitney and the team here. It's an amazing place. We are welcoming everyone to be part of Northforge. All our programs, almost everything is for free. We are here to help and support. We have our fabrication lab, a beautiful story that Whitney will lead. So I'm happy with you. Be with you. Sorry.
Thank you. And that's exactly what I wanted you to share. Sorry to put you on the spot with that, Nermeen. So I'll dive into Northforge, some of the programs that we have that are readily available for everyone, just as Nermeen had mentioned. So Northforge is an incubator accelerator that does help tech, advanced manufacturing, and science-based ideas come to life. So as I flip through, and I tend to kind of jump around with where I am within the presentation. So we do have one of North America's largest publicly accessible fabrication labs that we will show you a little bit more on as we move through this. But we are here to help, as Nermeen said, regardless of the industry that you are in, even if it's outside of those three that I mentioned, we do have supports with different programs that we have that we'll go through. So what an incubator accelerator is it helps you build your idea. So we have a lot of individuals that come to us with, I have an idea, but I don't know what to do. So that's where an incubator accelerator does come in. It helps you move your idea forward. Since 2020, when I started, or just a little after I started, we have helped over 385. And I do say over, as I need to update these numbers, where we're hitting over 400 right now. So we helped a number of different companies. And we've been able to pull some really exciting numbers by doing so. So since that, our organizations, our startups that we've worked with, or businesses, have done over 11.9 million in revenue growth, which is very excited. They've helped create over 1,000 jobs, so part-time, full-time, whether those are, PhDs or administrative assistants or computer engineers. There's a variety of different roles that can be created within these startups. And they have raised over, it's 29.7. I've got a decimal point missing, but 29.7 cumulative of investment that they've raised. So they've garnered that investment to help build their businesses. Nermeen, maybe I'll let you talk about this point.
Yeah, sure. So at Northforge, we intentionally plan our programming and our marketing so that we could tackle all communities, so that we're going to give opportunity for everyone. So we have a very specific and interest in women-led startups, indigenous-led startups, and in newcomer-led startups. And we have like a very good amount of people from this community from every program that we run. So these are numbers that shows only the numbers that we could track. We have more than this, but this is only the numbers that we could track through the startups that we have through our program since we started. So we are very proud of that. And our programming and the new programming that we are planning is also going to be dedicated, and we'll plan specifically to have like all these communities addressed in a fair way and a smooth way to be embedded in our programming.
Absolutely. So within that diversity and inclusion that Nermeen was mentioning, we have gotten some really good awareness over the past year. Within the year, we were lucky enough to be the recipient of the Winnipeg Chamber of Commerce Spirit of Winnipeg's Code Award this year, which was very exciting, as well as a TechNet innovation. And TechNet is a technology council for North America. So with some of the programs that you're going to see as we're going to flip through, you'll understand maybe why we've been able to receive these wonderful awards, and it's only going to keep moving further from here. But it was very exciting to be awarded these. So I do have a video that was shown at the Winnipeg Chamber Award that I would like to share with you. The volume is on. It might be a little high, so feel free if you have to turn down your volume on your screen.
North Forge Technology Exchange stands as a beacon of innovation in Manitoba's entrepreneurial landscape. As a not-for-profit business incubator accelerator, they equip founders with the tools and guidance needed to turn their ideas into reality. Their commitment to equity, accessibility, inclusion, and reconciliation and diversity is exemplified in their impactful programming and events that foster diverse communities where every idea is valued. Whether it's supporting women entrepreneurs breaking barriers in tech, aiding newcomers in establishing their businesses, or inspiring high school students to pursue entrepreneurship, North Forge is there every step of the way. Through perseverance and dedication, they've proudly showcased Winnipeg's vibrancy and potential on both national and global stages. Their global entrepreneurship program has doubled the national average of women-founded tech companies coming to Canada. And their dedication to inclusivity extends to Indigenous communities, with plans underway to enhance entrepreneurship programs tailored to their needs. For North Forge, it's not just about fostering diversity. It's about enriching our collective entrepreneurial landscape with a multitude of voices and visions that reflect the world we live in.
So that was the video that they chose and that the Winnipeg Spirit of Winnipeg, or the Spirit of Winnipeg Awards created for us. So Nermeen, I will let you talk a little bit, if you like, about the Founders Program, or I can jump through, whichever you like.
Yeah, maybe you're going to go and I will come to the second one. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so we do have a number of offerings that we are going to click through with what we have. And the first off, and kind of our signature one that we have, is called our Founders Program. And our Founders Program is based of 4 stages, we call them. Pathfinder, Basecamp, Ascent, and North Star. So if you think of it as you're going up a mountain, you're pathfinding, you're working your way up. So that's the very initial step where we help startups understand their problem that they're solving and the market that they're going to. What do the customers think? What do the customers need? So our startups have to do some customer validation. We make sure that they speak to their customers and understand what their requirements are, as well as building out a value proposition, what makes you unique. From there, they move to Basecamp, which is the next stage. And this, we're working on what's called a business model canvas. So understanding different realms within your business, whether it's financials, customer segments, how you are going to market and get those customers to come to you. From there on to Ascent, so still moving forward. You've maybe already developed, maybe it's technology, you've got an application developed. We have a number of entrepreneurs in residence, mentors, growth coaches that are here to help support you along the way in your journey in building out and scaling your business. And then at North Star, you're kind of near the top, you're right there. You have maybe gained investment and need that extra push. You need a little bit more support. So that is more tailored to the startups that are coming through. Nermeen, anything to add on the Founders Program?
You covered it in an amazing way. Yeah, we have through their program lots of incentives and lots of affiliation that will help startups. So it's not just like educational material that we give. So we have dedicated mentors for every startup. We have a dedicated affiliation program that will help you and support you in running your business. We have lots of discounts. We have lots of events that will give you that networking opportunity so that you could expand or create those partnerships that you will need. We have I call it like a 5-star event, which is the VC Pitching Day. day where we give the opportunity for all ready for investment startups to pitch for investments. So we have lots of events around this 4 stages, which we are proud of. And maybe later on we're going to talk about ramp up, which fuels this program as well. So later on.
Absolutely. And Nermeen did raise a good point around network. And we have a vast network as us, as North Forge ourselves. Whether it's Joelle Foster, who is our president and CEO, and her vast, Canadian and national network that she has between ourselves, Nermeen and myself, and the rest of the staff, we're here to help and guide along the way as well. So thank you for your additions. So the Startup Visa Program and Global Entrepreneurship Initiative.
Yes. So at North Forge, as we said, we run multiple programs. So one of them is the Startup Visa Program. So the Startup Visa Program is an immigration federal immigration stream. And North Forge is one of the very few designated incubators that help bringing innovative businesses from all around the world to come to Canada. And we have multiple mind-blowing ideas, international ideas that is dedicated there that have this business idea that is dedicated to solve Canadian problems. And so a part of our Startup Visa program is, let's say, a privilege that we have is that we are part of the CTN Group. So CTN Group is Canada Tech Network. It's a prestigious network that is that includes only high-profile incubators. And North Forge is one of the very, very few. We are only maybe 10 of the designated incubators, part of the Startup Visa program, and we have fast tracking for our applicants. So in a couple of months, we find people here in Canada because of this privilege that we have at North Forge. So this is the Startup Visa program. In order to support this program, we have created something called GEI. So Whitney, maybe we have to go to the other one, the GEI. So the GEI is the Global Entrepreneurship Initiative. Because North Forge is an entrepreneurial incubator, so we do care about having startups and founders from all communities, as we have mentioned, and newcomers are in our radar since the beginning. So we have created this program in order to educate newcomers or international potential newcomers about the Canadian business ecosystem. So for this one, we have created 64 pre-recorded webinar where you can attend at your own pace, and it will take you in a journey in how to start your business and not only how to start your business, let's say the ecosystem, the landscape of the business in Canada. I have traveled a lot and have did business in multiple countries, and I can tell you that there are some practices in some part of this world. If it was applied here in Canada, you will be either deported, you will be fined in some way because it is Canada is a regulated based country. So we have created this one so that we will inform people, we will educate them about the employment law, the regulations, the incubation, and everything related to starting your business in Canada so that you will have your initial steps safely and give the good impression from the first move that you do while you're having this journey in Canada. So this course is free. You can go to our website and you can join it. It's a very interesting one. You can find people from you're gonna find experts from different sectors talking about starting from why Canada is the best place to start your business, and ending for that webinar that talks about how to deal with bias in the workspace. And in between, you're going to find lots of interesting webinars that will benefit you and give you more knowledge about the Canadian ecosystem.
Thank you, Nermeen. So the next one is Women in Innovation Lab that we have. Do you want me to kick it and then you can hop in at the end? Perfect. Yeah. So Women in Innovation Lab was created in 2023. It launched. And what it was, or what it is it's a community-focused program. So I know it's on the screen as well, so I won't be sharing exactly what's on there. We have around 200 individuals that have joined our Women in Innovation Lab, and it's here to build or provide the participants with different subject matters, and within those 4 essential pillars, that's that's mentioned. So we have had courses around finance and understanding financials when it comes to business. We've done some things around leadership. We've had what is the bias in fundraising, when it comes to women in business, as well as a multitude of others. So this Women in Innovation Lab is open to all women that think that, maybe down the road you want to build a tech company or start an innovative company, or maybe some are working within and just require some additional supports or a network of like-minded individuals, going through the same things. Is that's what it's here. It's a very supportive group. Everyone works together, and we listen to what individuals need. So the last one, we did a town hall in the summertime to bridge all of our, WeLab individuals together. And what do you need? We want that input, and we want that feedback to make sure that our participants are receiving, what their expectations are and what they, why did they join? Let's make sure that we're able to provide that. Nermeen, additions?
Yes. So, and talking about WeLab, so tomorrow, we would love to invite everyone. If you have time, please join us in our upcoming WeLab event. This is an exclusive invitation for anyone who is available. So we're going to have this webinar that is part of this program that's called How to Keep Your Job, Your Day Job. And it is run by two of our wonderful team members in here, our CEO and our marketing director. And they're going to tackle lots of things that I believe will help you in keeping your job, maybe finding your job, maybe keeping your job, and it's an opportunity for you to network. So maybe after this, Whitney, we're gonna send to the organizers, the invite link. So if you have time, if you're around, please, we would love to see you all.
Yeah, so that'll be taking place at Smith Restaurant at the Inn of the Forks, down in the Forks as well. Perfect, thank you. We work so well off of each other doing these. This is October 1st. This is an old one. Sorry, everyone. So I'll provide the details for the upcoming one. The next is our fabrication lab. So as I mentioned, we are one of, I hope that doesn't start early, one of North America's largest, I caught it, I think, in time, one of North America's largest publicly accessible fabrication lab. And this is a fabrication lab, meaning, a space where you're able to utilize your hands and build physical products. So when Nermeen came in and was building, the Startup Visa program and the Global Entrepreneurship Initiative, the way we talk about the fabrication lab is nothing compared to when you see it yourself. So we will share a short video of what Nermeen has pulled together with her crew, and it's fantastic. So we'll let you take a look at what the FabLab is.
Discover the heart of innovation in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, and explore the spaces that nurture creativity and collaboration. Imagine having access to $4 million worth of cutting-edge manufacturing equipment, from 3D printers to laser cutters, CNC routers, and more. At Northforge, we believe in turning your ideas into reality. Our mission is to bring entrepreneurs closer to their goals. We are here to empower innovators with access to the space and tools they need for collaborative work. Located in the historic Exchange District in downtown Winnipeg, the Northforge FabLab is the largest fabrication and rapid prototyping facility in North America. With pride, we share that nearly 3,000 visionary entrepreneurs have walked through our door since day one. Whether you're sketching the next revolutionary product or refining your vision, we are here by your side every step of the way. Northforge is more than just a place for prototypes. We are a thriving community of makers and a hub where long-term collaborations and relationships take shape. Join forces with like-minded individuals and let's shape the future together. Whether your idea is focused on building technology or a physical product, Northforge is here to help. Become a member today.
Perfect. Sorry, that was a little bit glitchy, I think, on our end, so apologies for that. So I'm just going to flip through because the video talks a lot about what the slides have. So we do have around 100 members at our fabrication lab, and it's slightly like a gym membership. You can be there for a month, you can be there for a year, you can be there for more. We have small businesses that run out of there and use it as a manufacturing facility. We have entrepreneurs and innovators that use it for rapid prototyping to see what's going to work. We have those that are project-based. So Rainbow Stage, which is a facility here, they used the equipment to build one of their sets for the Little Mermaid when they had the Little Mermaid. So there's a lot of different use cases for the fabrication lab. It doesn't just have to be entrepreneurs, but we love when entrepreneurs are using it, but there's a number of different ways to do it. So we have over $4 million worth in equipment there. So you would have saw through the video, maybe you were able to pinpoint something out. We have 3D printing. We have a room for woodworking, metalworking. We just added an epoxy resin room. And we have a number of other areas in which might be of interest to utilize. We have an IoT lab as well if you're doing some hardware components. And then within it, we've launched what we call the Makers Market. So the Makers Market is within our first floor of the fabrication lab, where those that are members are able to sell what they've been creating. They receive 100% of the profit. Right now, we don't take anything. We do have staff there, so it is open to the public. So you can see that if you're interested in coming down at 312 William. And it's so neat because you see the different use cases of the different rooms and the different mediums. So whether it's metal or resin or wood, you get to see those different uses. Nermeen, anything to add? You were a member before you were an employee. Anything to add within the Fab Lab?
Yes, this is what I want to add is that when I did my co-op with one of the founders, he was at the fabrication lab. So I spent 6 months at this place. And as with this, no matter how much we're going to produce, it's nothing compared what that place could provide. And by the way, this is only the handicraft part of the fabrication lab. Maybe we have to discuss this, Whitney. We have to put the TIG part, the TIG prototypes that came out of the fabrication lab. We have multiple of our founders who just graduated. They become big enough that the fabrication lab cannot accommodate them anymore. So they went outside. We have one of our founders who raised millions of dollars from the government with exclusive government contracts. We have one of our founders who has a contract with the RCMP. RCMP going for what, Whitney? Royal
Mounted Police.
Yes, Royal Mounted, and he have a contract with them. So we have a very, let's say, sophisticated somehow, very advanced businesses running in the in the fabrication lab. And by the way, it's very near the Manitoba start, so you can come and visit. We have every Tuesday, as is mentioned, the free tour. Please go give it a shot. It's an amazing place, and you can have it. Oh, so the tour is on Tuesday, Whitney, right? 6 to 8 p.m.
You betcha. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And we'll be adding that to, I don't know if it's in here, so I'll make sure to add it to our slide deck. But every Tuesday, it's open for the public to see what kind of equipment is. And if you're unable to get there and maybe you want to come and see it on a different day, we're happy to do different walkthroughs. So the next one is the Advanced Manufacturing Lab. And it ties really closely with the fabrication lab. So we went on a journey of, yes, we were doing a lot within technology and we had this fabrication lab, but we realized there was a missing component in the resources and the supports that we were able to, support those that are making physical products. So within Advanced Manufacturing Lab, we're able to help from prototyping through to commercialization with a different number of specific mentors and entrepreneurs and residents that can help guide you along the way of creating the process. Nermeen, this is more up maybe your wheelhouse than mine now. With this, going from one stage to the next, there's different things that are required for tech and advanced manufacturing. Is there anything that would be specific that you want to pinpoint on and how you're creating businesses?
Yeah, so I think that you just like describe it in a good way. So one thing that we have to mention in here is that the fabrication lab is is a safety place. So because of that, all the equipments are available and you can use them, but you have to have their training first. So this is part of our programs that you should be trained on the equipments. And again, as Whitney said, we have educational material and we are keep creating more educational material about how to use the equipments. As I said, no matter how much we're going to talk about our fabrication lab and this advanced manufacturing that is supporting the the FabLab, you have to go and visit it, and then you're going to have a different perspective about what we're describing here.
Absolutely. So we also have co-working space. So that's another exciting component to North Forge is we're not just, virtual while we are virtual for a lot of things. We do have a space down at the University of Manitoba Smart Park. We have where Nermeen and I are right now. We do have one of our office, obviously the fabrication lab in the Exchange District as well. But within this, we have a co-working space, and this is a space where different entrepreneurs can, collide their thinking and, work with one another. Maybe, one individual is going through something that this other founder knows exactly what they're talking about, right? So it takes you off of your lonely island that you're working with, and working on, and bringing you together with other individuals and providing this space. So we do have a co-working space down here that different startups that we work with or different businesses utilize, that it is open as well to the public to use for a small fee. And next, as Nermeen mentioned at the very start, we do have what's called the Ramp Up Weekend. So this is our founders program, our large program, really combined into an entire weekend. So Ramp Up Weekend has been going for 15. We've had 15 of them, I think, over maybe 11, 12 years. We did obviously pause during the pandemic. And it's where individuals, whether you're in tech or not, can come together and build out an idea under 50 hours for the chance to win $10,000. So you don't have to have a tech background. Maybe you're in marketing, maybe you have business, or maybe you're just excited to be part of something new or something different. You can join a team and get the chance to win this $10,000. So it is happening in April, the April 11th to 13th, and we'll be sending details over once that opens up. Because it's a great place to really dip your toes into entrepreneurship and get in, to maybe more about what North Forge is or what about, entrepreneurship and tech is. So it's a really great place to start. Any additions on that, Nermeen?
No, I think, yeah, it's the invitation is there. Please join us in the second one again. The Ramp Up, when I joined North Forge and they were talking about Ramp Up. Okay, nice. But when I was there, oh my God, this is cool. It's really cool when you meet people that you don't know, but you just know their background. And then you started to form that team, and then you work together, and then you end up with a product or a service, and then you will be judged, and then you will be supported. It's a really good environment, lots of vibes and people from different sectors. You will discover lots of your talents and the skills that you were not aware of until you be part of this one. So it's a really good vibes that we invite everyone to be part of this.
Sweet, and lots of food. We'll mention that. There's always lots of food as well. So lastly, within our offerings is a program that Nermeen runs called Elevate IP.
Yeah. So the Elevate IP is a very interesting program. So North Forge, as we discussed in the beginning, so we support tech-based businesses and advanced-based businesses. However, we have lots of initiatives and programs that is offered for all other types of businesses, but basically this is our focus. So the Elevate IP is a governmental funded program that supports intellectual property support for that funds the intellectual property needs for tech startups and life science startups. And it will support you up to $100,000 according to the need. So basically, the criteria for having this fund is very simple. You have to be incorporated either in Manitoba or Saskatchewan. Your business has to be less than 10 years. The level of the business, it depends on the sector. Sometimes we accept idea stage if it's a life science. Sometimes it has to have some traction, some MVP. So it depends what is the criteria of acceptance. But in general, as long as there's an innovation part of your business, then you are eligible. So at least every business is eligible to have a trademark for their logo, for example. So this is a very good opportunity for everyone to be part of this program. Whitney, maybe we can go to the second slide, please. So the program is based on three main parts. The first one is the educational part. So it's an ongoing learning process where we'll be having lots of awareness campaigns, awareness marketing, awareness events. We will talk about about intellectual property from multiple angles. Sometimes it's a very high-tech specific information about the IP. Sometimes it's about the program in general. Sometimes it's about how to choose your IP lawyers. So we talk about the IP from different angles through this awareness part of the program. And this is running through all the programs. So it's not only one stage of your application, it's going to go through all your application process, through all your journey with us. The second part is the IP strategy development. So basically, what is IP strategy? It is the basic of your IP journey. So the IP strategy is basically an audit for your business. However, this audit is run by a lawyer, how a lawyer knows or sees your business. When I did my IP strategy for my invention, I discovered that I know nothing about my business. I only know the basics because they have highlighted multiple components of what I'm doing that says, okay, guess what? Even this component you could protect because la 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 la, right? So this is the IP strategy is the basic of your journey. Don't you ever go to a patent because this is the let's say the wrong perspective that IP is a patent. No, there's lots more than patent in the IP world. So the IP strategy will give you that audit and will give you your journey. That will craft your IP journey so that you can pick and choose which part of the journey has a priority at this stage of your business, and then you move forward. To move forward, then we go to the IP strategy implementation. So let's say that your business is a life science. You are creating a drug or something in the lab. So your basic is going to be a patent. You have to patent your formula if it is a formula for something, right? So you go for the patent and then you go for the implementation. And this is the third part of the program. Whitney, can we go to the other one, please?
That's that.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. Okay. I wanted to talk about the funding. Anyways, the program will fund you up to, yeah. I want just like the program can fund you, as we said, up to $100,000. The first $25,000, which is dedicated to the IP strategy, it is 100% covered by the program in order to show commitment and to help the program to last longer. Then the implementation part of the business of the program is a co-investment according to the type of the business. If anyone is interested, we will also provide the organizers by the link for the application, and we will be more than happy to support newcomers. If you have any invention in your home country or you started any business in your home country and you would like to bring it back to Canada or to protect it in Canada, please feel free to apply and we will be more than happy to support you in your journey.
Absolutely. Thanks. We're just about at the end. Oh, there you go. We are at the end. So this is kind of our what North Forge has to offer. Everything can be found at northforge.ca as well. And usually we have a QR code, so I'll get that out. But as Nermeen mentioned, we'll send a lot of details over to be shared if we're able to. But that's kind of, that's us. So I think now we're happy to answer any questions if anyone has any questions that they'd like to ask. Or I will also put my email address in the chat and Nermeen's as well. I'll put ours both in the chat. So if you don't want to ask the question here, we are happy to.
Thank you so much, Whitney and Nermeen, for that informative presentation. Now we will open it up to the audience. Do we have any questions? Again, please type your questions in the question panel box, or raise your hand and we will unmute you so you can ask your question.
I do see a question around the FabLab offering metalwork. So we do have a metal room that is able to support. We have a water jet cutter and a number of different components. Do you think, Nermeen, that it would be suitable for jewelry making? I'm not sure if we have the equipment necessary for jewelry making specifically, but what I will say, come and see. Come and take a look.
And I would say that smart idea. If we don't have, then we have to create this one, right? So thank you very much for raising this. I believe that we have like tools that could help, but I don't think it's dedicated for this one. But this is a smart, and this is going to be discussed at North Forge. Whitney, we have to discuss this. Yeah.
Yeah, you bet. I've said it. I've written it down to see if I can't find the answer, what the answer could be. For those that have raised your hand, if you're able to, I'm not sure if you're able to come on off of mute, but even just putting your question into the Q&A works too.
I will unmute them.
Yeah.
Pauline
Perfect. There we go.
Murphy, I will unmute you so you can ask your question. You will be unmuted yourself, so please unmute yourself. Yes.
Thank you. Let me take this opportunity to thank the North Forge for the presentation. It was quite informative. I'm hoping that I'll pop in next week Tuesday to see the manufacturing lab. That's what I'm interested in. I had a small business back home. I don't know if your lab has a manufacturing for shoes. I'm a shoemaker. I make sandals from scratch with, I've been doing that without any tools. You know, I just do it with my own hands, and I have a trademark that I've registered back home. So I've been looking for something, you know, to how do I transition? How do I register this trademark that I've registered back home under 3 classes of trademarks? How do I then register it here in Manitoba? How do I go into the market and market my shoes? I have a Facebook page. You know, I've been trying to look for a place where I can, you know, get some assistance. So I'm very thankful that I am here today, and I'm looking forward to, you know, learning some more. Thank you so much.
Well, this is very interesting topic. So we have some, let's say, equipment related to leather, how to deal with leather. I think this will be something, but this is something maybe Whitney, we didn't mention yet. Maybe we don't have everything, but we have very strong partners in the community, in Winnipeg-based, Manitoba-based, and Canada-based, and even in the US as well. So specifically for this type of business, we have one of our founders who's working in an amazing type of shoes for diabetes people who has diabetes, sorry. So maybe we have this connection between both of you, so he can lead you to where to have these things, where did he produce his shoes, something like that. This is going to be another thing that North Forge will provide, because again, yes, we're trying to provide everything, but yet always the resources has to be limited in some point, but our partners always fill the gaps. So please contact us, and I will be more than happy to provide this this connection or this introduction so that you will kick off with your business with a person who already started almost the same business in here. Whitney, do you have anything to add in here?
No, actually, that's that's exactly what I was going to say. We do have some equipment and some different mediums that get used, but if we don't have something, we have people that we know that can help you. And sorry, I'm unable to pop my my email into chat, but I'm sure Ida will share our email addresses with you.
Yes, I will.
Thank you.
And there is another hand raised up, Hardeep sign. I'm going to unmute you so you can ask your question.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for all the amazing information you have passed it on to us. And actually, I just wanted to ask, like, do you guys just help us with the new startups, or you help acquiring the business that is already existing? Like, if we are interested in some business that we want to start with, or we want to acquire some business and we are not sure like how to invest it in the business or how to run the business. Like, do you help with that too, or it is just for the startups?
So again, it is the same answer, which is us and our partners. It depends. So we cannot have an answer with a very general case, but it depends. If it is something that, for example, we have lots of founders within our community that is tackling lots of sectors. So if you're interested in investing one of them, or maybe to choose to buy one of these businesses, so it is something that you have to talk to Northford, and then we're going to facilitate this introduction and maybe facilitate the processes. We have lots of coaches and lots of experienced people in the financial and the regularity part of this process. So this is Northford. If you are interested in a specific sector, just let us know, and then through our partners, then Whitney will be the one who is, because she's the well-connected person in the team in Winnipeg. She would contact you with partners with from our community, or maybe other startups out of our community, so that you're going to do it. So it depends what is your need, and then we will craft our service according to your need.
Thank you so much, Nermin. And we have a question here. How can Northforge help me refine my business idea if I'm still in the early ideation phase?
That's our sweet spot. Absolutely. That is our favorite place to be and our favorite thing to do. So that would be what we call our Pathfinder program, or Pathfinder stage. So those stages, for the most part, are free of charge, and they're online courses and supports and that we help with. So this is something that I can't wait for us to meet with you, and let's dive in and let's see what we can do. So whomever had that question, please do reach out, especially if you're trying to kind of bring your idea in. That's exactly where we love to play.
Thank you so much. And we have another raised hand. Farva Hassan, I'm going to unmute you so you can ask your question. Farva, you are unmuted yourself.
Hi, thank you for the presentation. And my question is regarding the equipment that is available for training or learning, for example, the FabLab. Actually, I have experience in retail in gemstone industry, and then I wanted to be a jeweler for a very long time. And I have not been able to get information on apprenticeship for aspiring jewelers like me, and I don't have prior experience for manufacturing, but I have a lot of interest, and I have a IT background, so I am good with AutoCAD and the tools that are needed to design jewelry. So I would like to know if there is some support from Northforge in this regard.
So I just, I'm maybe a little bit lost. Are you asking, Whitney, did you understand? Because I'm a little bit lost. Which is the question exactly?
Is it around finding apprenticeship support?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. So, and it's almost the same as what Nermeen mentioned before. We ourselves may not, depending on our partners that we have, we would be able to connect you with. Northforge as itself, we don't do programs around apprenticeship, but we have different partners that would play in that space. And maybe it's as little as providing a connection or are part of our network. Or the individual who is making jewelry that we already spoke to today. Never know. Yeah, so hopefully, sorry, it's a bit of a non-answer, but these are, again, areas in which we've got a large network and a large community here that if we're unable to do it, we don't just say no, we say, but, not the and, or no, and here's who you can talk to, or no, and while we can't do it, we'll find you we'll help you still in the support and being able to connect you.
Thank you so much, Whitney and Nermin. And thank you for joining us today. Do we have any more questions? Because like I've done all the questions, I think. I will wait a little bit more if someone has a question.
I do see one in the chat. Is there any
Yes.
program for logistic and supply chain management startup, please? So again, that is within our wheelhouse. We do have a number of startups that are in logistics and supply chain management. We've got some that we talk to on a regular basis. So again, it's all within kind of the framework, and it depends on where you are within your business as to where you may fit. Correct, Nermeen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Again, just like contact us with your sector, and we will be more than happy to build this connection. We don't know where this connection will lead, but it may lead to somewhere, or maybe give you like the beginning of the rope so that you can move forward. But yeah, as Whitney said, we have lots of logistics founders in our community.
Thank you, Whitney and Nerman, for joining us today, and thank you all the participants for your excellent questions. Whitney, can I share your email through the chat?
Yes, please do. Absolutely. Yeah. And anyone reach out, and that's what we do. And that's one of my main roles, is just as a connector. So please do use it. Please do reach out. And we're here to help at the end of the day. We're here to help those who want to build a business.
Thank you so much. And lastly, if you are not currently a Manitoba Start client, you can call our front desk, visit in person, or complete our online registration form that is on our website under For Newcomers tab. Register for services, the third one. If you scroll down, you can register here online by clicking this button. And by registering with Manitoba Start, you will connect with settlement services and have access to career services that can assist you with resume development, career planning, job search strategies, and interview skills. For a list of programs and services offered by Career Services, go under the Career Services tab. As you can see, we offer many workshops and many resources here. And lastly, please take a look at our events page to stay up to date on our current programs and events. And if you miss a webinar, you can always reach the webinars from webinar recordings. Don't forget that Manitoba Start is here to assist you by providing services such as personalized career coaching, developing your resume, or job search assistance to help you find sustainable employment. Please follow us on social media to stay up to date on our latest events. So on behalf of Whitney and Nerman from North Forge and the Manitoba Start team, thank you for attending and stay well.
Thank you, everyone. Nice meeting you all.
Take care. Thanks. And I hope you reach out if you have any questions. Farwa, please do reach out through LinkedIn or anyone as well.
Thank you so much.